Betty Chai is one of millions of gamers playing Dota 2, one of the most popular video games in the world.
We won! Oh my god!
I was introduced by my younger brother. We only had one
I'm gonna go
computer.
turn the heat up and then...
When I want to use the PC, I have to wait for him to finish. So one day I asked him, what is this game?
It's been a while.
Then he said, oh, this is Dota. In my high school days, I think I play about 10, 11 hours. Right now, just 5 hours.
For years, Betty's devoted herself to the game, and now she's not just a fan, she's semi-pro.
Most of my real life friends, they are like lower rank than I am. Which is kind of sad because they don't want to play with me. They say it makes the game not fun for them. I'm trying to be humble.
Okay, chat. Yeah, one thing to explain again before this video even continues. Dota, I think, is like an extreme meritocracy, right? Compared to other esports, like it's very feast or famine. Where if you don't perform well and if you don't do well, you don't make money, right? You have to clap and you have to actually win to survive. The people who don't perform, who don't do well, do not survive. Because other esports are like esports orgs and bought-in slots and licensing and shit or whatever, and franchising, and people are bought in, and people can play like shit and they can still have a salary, have a team. But Dota isn't like that. It's just not. Because the way the price pools are structured and the way the esports, dude, you clap, you win, you get money, or you're broke.
Yeah.
The number of female gamers is growing rapidly, especially in Asia. According to games analyst Newzoo, nearly half the world's gamers are now female. But there's a problem. Whilst there are plenty of successful female gaming influencers, very few players like Betty are making it to the very top of the competitive side of gaming, esports.
I'm earning just a bit, but I've taken like a few projects from like streaming partners. That's how I managed to survive, I guess.
Dota 2 has the most lucrative esports scene going. Champions become millionaires.
Wait a minute.
No female professional players have ever won a world championship, and very few have even made a living. Of the more than $200 million awarded so far in Dota 2, only 0.002%.
Trust me. Yeah, this is my take. Competitive gamers don't give a shit. Okay, people at the top, they don't give a shit where you're from. They don't care if you're male or female. They don't give a shit. If you're good and you show something that they want and that makes your team better, you're gonna be in. That's about it. I wouldn't give a fuck, and it never mattered. Trust me. But how ratty top players are, all they want is to fucking win. They want to win. If you're not good enough to put in, and you're not gonna give value to the team, you're not in. That's just how it is.
Percent has been won by women. And it's not just Dota 2. No women have ever lifted the biggest trophies or won the biggest prize purses in any esport. And it looks like 2021 will be the same. Research from esportsearnings.com shared exclusively with the BBC found that there are no female players in the top 100 all-time earners or the top 200. You have to go all the way down to 338th to trans player Scarlet to find a female player.
Yeah,
the next female top earner isn't until 680th. So why are there so few women at the top of esports? Let's ask some who are climbing the ranks fast.
So I've been playing video games since I was 6.
Guys,
I've been playing competitively since I was 16.
Valorant was my first real.
Yeah, another hot take, guys. I don't think the public is ready for the truth about some of this stuff, and I think having takes that are reasonable now won't be taken the right way now. I think people just aren't ready.
Like competitive esports.
The thing I love most about competing is just like finding a group of people that I really click with.
I just like to play competitive games because I get a rush out of them.
Cloud9 White are dominating all other female teams in a game called Valorant.
Oh my god! Team A's!
They have big ambitions.
It can be like a 10 to 14-hour job daily, but it is a lot of hard work. I think right now our best bet is beating tier 1 teams and showing that we can compete at that caliber.
Tier 1?
But given more time, a year or 2 years, I think we can 100% be competing at the high echelon of play.
They think women are being put off because of a misogynistic and immature culture in grassroots gaming, something female gamers are increasingly highlighting online.
Why are guys so unoriginal with their smack talk on Call of Duty?
Get back to the dishes. Bruh. Search and destroy.
Good job.
Like, cynical secure. Have my kid.
Wait, what?
People are especially sexist in game towards women and make
I'm
very
sorry,
rude
guys.
comments, and I think that it's easier for us because we know we're successful and we know we have accomplishments, but like women every day just get like literally harassed in game, and it's really difficult to play in that environment.
Just on the day to day, like if you're a girl, you don't get the luxury of just having a bad game. It's like because you're a girl.
It's something Betty also says she's experienced.
I love you. I love you.
Like most games, it goes two ways. So one is they will say, "Oh my god, babe, I love you." This kind of weird stuff. Like they never seen a girl in their life. Sometimes it's like a toxic one. They'll be like, "Oh, woman, go back to the kitchen." It's a pretty general trash talk. So
There's mixed views about how to encourage more women into esports. One idea that's been trialled by Formula 1 esports this year is to guarantee a female player a spot.
Well, it's not. I don't think it can really be an idea. It's just the culture behind it, and it's gonna be a gradual change. It's gonna take a lot.
This year
dude.
is to
I
guarantee
don't
a
think there's
female
a golden
player
solution.
a spot in high-profile tournaments. Others think the only way to get women onto the biggest stages is to split esports into male and female competitions entirely, but not everyone agrees.
So you're saying that you wouldn't want there to be a division where women can't play against men?
Oh, that'd be horrible. I wouldn't play the game if that was the case, personally.
Tell me why. Can you explain that?
At the current scene right now, I think all of us individually would be like, it wouldn't be fun. Like we wouldn't have any competition, or if we just only had to play against other women's teams, that just like the point of me playing every day.
This argument is a little bit shallow, I think. It's a little bit shallow. I feel like I don't know.
Is to improve, and I just wouldn't be doing that.
C9 White says a solution could be to encourage more gaming organisations to give female players as much support as their male rivals.
I think it's really important to have like a really quality approach to it, where you support these teams with the resources they need. Not.
Well, I was gonna say shallow because
Mr. Cow,
guys,
hope you are having a good night.
Guys, aren't they in like an esports and whatever? I mean, these are like supported, salaried players or whatever. So of course there wouldn't be any competition because. But if the infrastructure, was more established, and people had more opportunities, I mean, they would get competition in like 2 or 3 months or whatever, and they would start losing a lot. That's just kind of how it is.
I think it's really important to have like a really quality approach to it, where you support these teams with the resources they need, not just like the exposure and just signing the team, but also having like a coach, a secondary coach, like an analyst, a really good manager, just a lot of support from the org in general. And then if you just get that one team to succeed, it's like similar to when the 4-minute mile got broken, when no one had done it before, like, and then one person does it, and then following that, it's like dozens more people just the next year are suddenly able to do it.
As for Betty, she hopes to one day become a full-time pro, but what she really dreams of is seeing a woman, any woman, lift that Dota 2 trophy.
Like 5 years ago.
I'm not gonna lie, that was actually really good reporting by BBC. I think they report. See, this is what you want to see. I actually enjoyed this because they're not going the route of like, but why? But okay, but all these teams, there's 20 teams, not one woman. Okay, why not just put one in then? Huh? Why not? Why not? And he's just presenting the facts, and he's not presenting. He's presenting the problem objectively, and not.
It's impossible.
It's not opinionated.
But it's really gonna be good if someone does that.
Because that's what people have been doing though lately though. Everywhere, dude. Oh, why is there no women in esports? Okay. Why are they gatekeeping? Just hire one. Oh, that one wasn't hired, right? Because she's women? No. That one you're pointing at. This is an example. Well, she wasn't hired because she wasn't good enough. Oh my God! Are you saying she's not good enough because she's a woman? Well, no. I mean, she's objectively not good enough. Oh my God! It's like, dude, it's like a really weird circle. I hate this. I hate this. because it happens very often, and I think it shouldn't. It's not a good thing, man, because it doesn't help anybody, and it sure as hell doesn't help them. Guys, I've said this time and time again, okay? Guys, no, people don't say that. People do say that. We've had the same problem in other areas, okay? Listen, what do you think happens if you take an established competition, right? And just for the sake of your argument, that person who will get upset. There's no woman in esport. You put one woman, let's say, that people think was underqualified. You put her into the team, and then she underperforms. Holy shit! What do you think is gonna happen with the comments, with the view about this? It's like irreparable damage, dude. People are going to be shitting on it for fucking years, and it's never gonna stop, dude. Because that's just how it is, though. It causes more damage than good, and there's just no counter argument, dude. That's what's gonna happen. It's happened before. It has. It's a very slippery slope. Okay, let's watch some clips. I personally think all women's teams are good incentives, and they present a good ideal, and I think they're kind of healthy. I don't mind. No, should mind them. I think they inspire people. Whether people like to shit on them, or whatever, because they oh my god, these guys didn't achieve anything. It doesn't matter though.